What's up, guys? It is I, once again, Mr. Gamer 990, and welcome to another part of our Let's Play series on Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty. And guys, the last episode was quite shocking, but long story short, Ocelot betrayed Sergei Gurlukovich, his quote-unquote comrade. The tanker goes down after Ocelot set the Semtex off along with Solid Snake. He goes down with the tanker, and now we're here with our new character, Raiden. And Raiden you will learn more about, and a lot of people don't like him. I don't know why, personally speaking, but yeah, you get to see him in yourself, and you can judge whether or not you like him. I will say though, he is no Solid Snake, but he's still his own character. But let's meet Raiden after this long-ass cutscene once again. What would Metal Gear Solid be without their cutscenes?
Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The B.Shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the B.Shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the B.Shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group, and they have the B.Shell under complete control.
Whoa, the B.Shell.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Also, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
Wow.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the B.Shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The President?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the B.Shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
We can't let that happen. Oh no.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility B.Shell and safeguard the President and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary.
Wow.
You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
Yes, Colonel. Wow.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the B.Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the B.Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
Obvious.
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
Yeah. It looks sexy on him. Oh, it does.
The hatch with a circular handle will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission objectives.
Guys, I might be incorrect, but I doubt I am. But Raiden actually means in Japanese Japanese to English translation, lightning. And you're gonna find out in Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots how that comes into play in Raiden's character. But it's a really cool name, Raiden. A lot of people say Raiden, specifically people from North America and Europe, but it's actually Raiden, how you say in Japanese, but it's a really cool ass name and one that's fitting for this young man here. I don't know his real name to be honest, but you're gonna find out eventually as the game goes on. For now, I'm just going to try to find this shaver because there's a shaver that we can actually find and give to a certain someone. You're going to find out who that someone is, but it should be here somewhere. I just have no idea where it is. We can't find it either here or underwater. We're going to proceed onwards to the mission objective. Oh, okay.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming. Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower, left and right to face those directions.
Guys.
The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Guys, his voice just changed for some reason. It went from like normal to deep. The fuck was that? I mean, I have no idea to be honest, but where do we find the, oh my god, I'm doing backflips now. I didn't mean to do that, but I need to go this way. Let's see, how do I move forward here? Good. Okay, there should be some items here. We got a thermal goggle. I just need to get up and I'll show you guys what the thermal goggle does. And we're going to come up this ladder over here using the action button. And this right here, we see, is the thermal goggle. Yeah, it's like the thermal goggle in Metal Gear Solid 1, and it's pretty much the same, but it's much more advanced in how it measures body temperature. Because the hotter the person's body, the closer they are, and if it's blue, it means they are absent. And a lot of these things are, basically they're not effective for the thermal goggle. The thermal goggle only measures body temperature, which means human beings or any other living creatures like animals and so on. But let's go over here and find us some more items. There isn't much, to be honest. I mean, you basically got all the items. I might have to look up online how do you find the shaver, which I really want, but for now we're just going to proceed onwards and get the hell out of this, this vent, I guess, and find out what we should do. What the fuck, guys? What the fuck was that? Someone was knocked out cold. I mean, the moment I opened this, someone was knocked out cold. That guy. There's someone else here besides Raiden. I obviously know who it is, but for you guys, I'm not gonna say anything.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gurlukovich man.
Gurlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Yeah. I feel kind of sad for them, especially how they failed miserably during the tanker incident. And in we go, here. What happened, I wonder, to the Russian guards over here? Wow. Whoa! I wonder who that is. I wonder now. It's obvious, guys. Who am I kidding? It's obvious.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node. Use the node to gain access to the B.Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the B.Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
Oh, yeah,
how do I gain
one.
access?
The node.
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Yeah. So let's go activate the node, not nerd as Raiden just heard it. Oh yeah, those guards will be up soon, but we need to just examine the node. I'm just trying to look for some items, like this one right here. The action button, good. I don't think you need to use the action button to climb out. But what the fuck? Who's calling?
Raiden, you won't be able to use any of the enemy's equipment.
Why not?
You should know that all active weapons are equipped with a personal identification system. The owner enters their required user ID information during the weapon registration or at the start of a mission.
If anyone other than the registered user tries to fire the weapon, the ID system will not authorize the action.
But these are black market Russian weapons. How can they be equipped with identification functionality?
They must have been customized by the terrorists themselves. These are professionals we're dealing with, and they certainly won't let their own equipment be used against them.
I'm guessing it's the same for the Navy SEALs gear?
Right.
How am I supposed to procure weapons then?
Find the ones that haven't yet been individualized. Everything you find in the item box is clean. You should know this from your VR training.
Okay, I know those.
Yeah.
Items in the item box are yours to use at will. They will be your supply source with regards to weaponry and gear.
Okay, let's activate the node. Here we go. Raiden, please. Please, Raiden. Wow. That was quite intense, the vibration, but it's a hell lot worse for him. Oh yeah. Oh man. You can actually put your name in, and I'm not gonna put my name, no way. I mean, my brother and I, we used to actually create some of these stupid ass names, but just for the hell of it, I'm going to put, let me think, I was going to put like Jack, which you will find out eventually Raiden's name, or at least that's what we think his name is, but I'm going to put Joshua, because you know, I actually hope to someday, if I have a son, I'd name him Joshua. But guys, I really want a daughter so bad, and I would name a lot of them like Magali, which is French for pearl, and also Amira, which is Arabic for princess. And yeah, I think this is how you spell Joshua, but it's Joshua, and we're going to. I don't want to name him. Can we actually move down? Enter. Okay, good. Yes, good. There we go. Joshua. That's how you spell it. Not Josh, no, because Josh is way too plain. It's Joshua. And birthday. I don't think it matters if I put my birthday. I mean, yeah, it won't matter shit. But I'm gonna put my birthday December 21st, 19. What the fuck? Wait, we can't add the year. December 21st, yeah, that's all that we need. There we go. Nationality UK. I think he's obviously from the United States, so let's put the USA. There we go. And bingo. I have no idea why we can't add the year. I mean, that's kind of loco. Loco means crazy in Spanish or Espanol. But let's just finish all this shit and quick change group, okay. And guys, you know, I'm really interested in learning languages, French, Spanish, Russian. I'm trying to perfect my Arabic as well, and hopefully I'll learn Dutch too. There are many languages I want to learn, but yeah.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The B.Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the Start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going...
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane!
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Okay.
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
April 30th. Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Oh, you'll find out what's so important about April 30th. But these guards are about to come up soon. And guys, honestly, what can I say?
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
Gotcha, Colonel. We need to stay over here.
I'm under enemy fire! Secure the perimeter!
Stay on the lookout. We need to keep quiet and avoid being detected by these guys. Good. The elevator's here. We need to find an opening and avoid these assholes. Wait. This is the opening. Now. We have to go this way. Good. Duck. Over here.
Return to your positions.
And
stay sharp.
Go. Guys, this is the opening. We need to head for the elevator. In we go. Nice. Yeah. Man, that was pretty intense, and trust me guys, the intensity in these games are what made them so popular. That, the cutscenes, the characters, the drama, the music, everything about this game is awesome, and the series in general.
The terrorists call
And this
themselves
guy-
Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
Oh,
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake.
no.
He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Like I was gonna say, this guy is fucking sexy as hell. Oh, he is. Raiden.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment.
Yeah.
First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
So we're going to end the episode right here. We just need to put save, and we get to hear Rose and Raiden chat a bit more, because, you know, they're a couple, and couples love each other. They do.
What's up, Jack?
Rose? Nothing much, just want to say it because we love you, but not as much as Raiden, but we still love you. And let's save, normal, good, and there we go. We go from the tanker to the B.Shell. Cool, cool, cool. And save completes.
Jack,
And
do you remember
Rose?
what day tomorrow is?
That again.
No?
I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose?
Oh.
Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough, and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Guys, I think I understand now why. I understood from the beginning, but playing this game again, I can see why people don't like Raiden and why they think that Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty is inferior to the other games. I don't agree with them, but I can see why. The whole melodrama and love and shit like that between Rose and Raiden, which I actually like, is it's a huge turn off for a lot of people. And of course Raiden, who's known for being a whiny little bitch, as some people say. I don't agree with them, but I can see it. And hell, I actually relate to these kind of characters because I too can be whiny sometimes. And guys, you know me better than other people do, and I can whine, I can be reasonable, I can be mad, I can be happy. I mean, that's what this channel's about. I share with you guys my personal life and experiences. So when people judge these kind of characters who are more real to me than they think, in a very harsh way, it's just not right. I mean, he's not Solid Snake, that's for damn sure, but he's still a good character in my opinion. But yeah, haters will hate, but fuck the haters. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.